Hello, my name is Olga. It is my first attempt to make a video, and as a first attempt I would like to demonstrate how I mark my canvas while I work on the big multicolor project, which is Starry by Van Gogh. Here you can see I've done approximately 60% of it at the moment, so it still have some place to go. And since it requires quite a lot of colors in a limited number of space, in some squares you can meet up to 30 colors in just 100 stitches. So the good marking of the canvas is really important for me, because otherwise I tend to mess up and make a lot of mistakes while working on a project. So I would like to show how I do it, and maybe this will be useful for some of you in your work as well. So as you can see, I have a paper schema. I don't use any application or any program to track my progress, so I'm only using the schema which was coming together with a pattern. And as you can see, it is shiny, it is colored, which I like because it helps to work, and it is already divided to squares 10 by 10 the way I like it. It was done initially. What I've done here additionally to help to track the progress and to find the place for crosses easier is I also added dots here, which marks the square which is 5 by 5. So in essence, every dot here divides a square 10 by 10 to 4 squares 5 by 5. And it was done, I have done this using very basic gel pen, and I only put a dot and let it dry so it will not be smudged out of the paper, so you have to be careful with it. But if you are using a matte paper, it will be just very easy to mark those center of those squares. And to make the work go faster, I do the same on my Aida canvas. I will show you. So as you can see, I'll move a bit my threads here, since I'm using a bit weird parking method here. I have a lot of threads hanging, but it doesn't bother me at all, and it helps me to work, so I can show a different video on how I work with this method. But for now I will be focusing on how I mark the Aida itself. So as you can see, I have marked the square, which is 10 by 10. The edges are marked with those larger crosses. And to match the dot I have in the paper pattern, I also place the dot here to have again 4 squares of 5 by 5 inside of one large square of 10 by 10. So this way it is much easier for me to find the relative location of specific symbol on the pattern, on the paper schema, and to find it here as well. So I don't have to count, for example, first 6 from the top and 7 from the left. I have only to find how close it is relatively to this center, for example, or how close is it to each corner of the square. So it makes my life so much easier, and it helps me to find the location more accurate. So I really enjoy this method, and I hope it will be helpful for some of you as well. Regarding the markers I was using to mark the Aida canvas, I can use one of two options I have. One of this is this standard water-erasable pen. I will put the link to this provider, to the place where you can find those erasable pens, somewhere down below. And I think those are really nice because they give a very nice light blue color. I will show you here, so you will see that it looks very nice. You still can see it, but it is not so bright. It is water erasable. You just soak your project in cold water once you're done, and it will be all ready in several hours. It will be completely washed off, no matter how old is the marker on your fabric. It will still be gone in no time. It is very useful. And another option I have is this marker, which is in essence look like the gel ink from a normal writing pen you may have. The difference is that it is not filled with normal ink, it is filled with the same water erasable ink as the blue one. This one is much darker and much more brighter to see on the fabric, but in essence it is exactly the same. It is water erasable. You can put it to cold water and it will be washed out in quite short time, less than couple hours. And after it's done, you can wash your project normally with a shampoo or with a soap and press it or iron it the way you normally do it. Those markers I got them. Well, you can get them with any Chinese Chinese kit you can get from AliExpress. They normally put it as a part of the kit as well. So this is how I got this green one. But on top of it, you can also get a choice of it just separately. You can also buy them on AliExpress in a quantity like 10 or 20. They're very cheap and they're very useful, and I think they can last you very, very long time. So I highly recommend purchasing this one as well. I will also put some links down below for the sellers who can have those. And you can also use my method of marking your Aida fabric for your projects that you are currently working on. Thank you for watching me, and I see you next time. Bye.